You can see we're pushing above the 50 moving average. Next resistance is the 8 and 21 moving averages over there, as we are still trading below them, but current resistance level is the 89. We can also see stochastic is pushing away from that 61.8, heading back towards that 80 level. So let's see if we do get this weekly candle close above that 77. But as we look at it like this, trend is slightly still up. We can see 8 and 21 currently on top of each other over there. Stochastic is below signal line, but still above 61.8. So let's just give this week's candle to kind of just lead us to the indication for where we are going in the future.
Awesome. If we jump there into the monthly high-low, so currently we are between that 50 and 61 level inside the consolidation. So push above 61.8. We will be aiming for that 89 target, or push below 38.2. We will be aiming to that 11 target. If you look on the moving averages, 50 is above 21, above 8. That's indicating trend is down. And also, if you look on the stochastic and signal line basically on top of each other inside the consolidation area, really like to see that break the 61.8 of 38.2 of the stochastic for some clear indication of where we are going.
Take a look at the weekly high-low over there. You can see price did push to that 127 level, and we can see we're on our way still to that target at the moment where we are trading from now. We are still about 133 points away from that first target. So let's see if we're going to hit that first target for stop to entry, but this trade is definitely still valid. If you took that on the break, it'd be up a great 320 odd points. But next candle close below the 100, break previous candle low is the trigger for a short, back to 77 first target, stop to entry, and final target 61.8 for the take profit, with the stop being right there in the middle of the 127 and the 100. As I said, this trade is still open, but trend is still up, 8 above 21 above the 50. Stochastic and signal line both still trading above this 89 level. So both these indicators are still telling us to stay long.
Also, we jumped into daily high-low. So we just had that trigger long, candle close above candle close above 100, break previous candle high. That was our trigger. It was very finely. So we still have that 127 and 161 outstanding targets. Otherwise, for shorts now, and will only be candle close below 38.2, break previous candle low to aim for that 11 level. If you look on the moving averages, 8 is above 21, above 50. That's indicating trend is up. Also, stochastic is above its own signal line, above the 61.8. So everything is telling us trend is up.
All right, so if we took a look at the 5-minute grid on the Dow, currently we're just going to keep trailing this high. I can see we did hit some significant levels on the stochastic over there. Let's have a quick look. That was around, still at the 5. We take a look at this area. Conscious what's going on there, but for now we're just going to keep trailing this 5-minute grid. Still, these levels are still quite huge. I mean, from 89 to 77, we have about almost 100 points. So unless we get a new significant low with a moving average crossover, we will move the low of this grid. Otherwise, we'll just leave it as it is at the moment. If we take a look at the 9-hour, no triggers yet. I forgot. But 9 candles haven't broken out of this range yet. So let's see. A trigger long will be valid. As we can see, 8 is above 21, above the 50. Stochastic signal line still above this 89. So if we get a push up to 61.8, that will be a valid trigger for a long. Just have a quick look at the ABC. We've reached that ABC target for the A. We can see price is consolidating around this area at the moment. We poke through that target for a possibility of blue A. So let's see if we get a 3rd degree ABC down now for a 2nd degree red A. Take a look at the Aussie yearly high-low. We are trading above that 100 level. So current level of support is the 100. Resistance is the 127. Moving averages are telling us trend is up, 8 above 21, above the 50. Stochastic is above signal line. Both of them trading above the 80 level. So we are still chasing this 127 level after all.
Awesome. If we jump there into the monthly, so currently we are between that 61.8 and 50 of the consolidation area. So push above 61.8, we will be searching for that 89 target. Otherwise, push below 38.2, we will be aiming for that 11 target. If you look on the moving averages, 8 is above 21, above 50. That's indicating trend is up. Also stochastic and signal line above that 61.8 level. So everything is telling us trend is up.
Take a look at the weekly high-low. Price hit that first target 127 for stop to entry on this trade. So next trigger short will be candle close below the 100, break previous candle low. We'll aim for 77 first target stop to entry, and final target at 61.8 for the take profit, with the stop being right in between the 127 and the 100. Even though trend is still up 8 above 21 above the 50, we are quite far away from the 50 moving average at the moment, about 1,102 points. That is quite far, but we can see stochastic is above signal line and trading above the 80 level. So we're just awaiting the signal line to catch up with the stochastic. But both these indicators are still telling us to chase the longs. Just see if we break up to this 127, we still have this outstanding 161.8 targets.
Awesome. Jump there into the daily high-low. So currently between that 100 and 127 level. So candle close now below 100, break previous candle low is trigger short. We'll be aiming for that 77 first target, 61.8 final target. We are currently still in that long, but that would have been, we hit the 127, that means stop to entry, so would have stopped out of that, but wouldn't have lost anything. If you look on the moving averages, it is above 21, starting to cross 50 now, so we might get a nice trend change here. Otherwise, on the stochastic below its own signal line, and stochastic currently below that 38.2. So let's see if we are heading up for some downside.
Beautiful. Let's take a look quick at the opening range. Opening range, we've hit that final target at 89, went all the way to the 100. Back to support on that 61.8, and we've just been ranging in between that 89 and 61.8, between those two levels for the longest time. But as you said, maybe a change in trend on the 5-minute. We'll just keep a lookout. Also on the 5-minute grid, currently we are trading right in between that 77 and 61.8. We are below that 89 moving average. I just don't see my 155 I just added right now, but trend is down on the 5 minutes. Resistance is that 77, support is that 61.8. Quickly take a look at this ABC. We've hit that target where for the C, this channel is still valid. So we're going to see if this is indeed our red C. So we've got that ABC back up for the A to B, and then smaller degree, we're looking for that green ABC down to form that second degree red A. Going to keep you updated on that. If we take a look at the yearly high-low on the US tech, currently we are sitting in that consolidation area still between 61.8 and the 50. That is our support and resistance. Keep in mind above 61.8, we want to be long up till the 89. Above the 100, we want to be long till the 127, but that is still quite the distance of over 1,700 points, but keep in mind resistance is 61, support is the 50. Stochastic is below signal line, yet still trading below 61.8. Trend is down on the time frame. 21 is above the 8. Price is slightly above the 50. So let's see if we do get a push above 61.8 after all when we get this candle to close after Friday.
Also, if we jump there into the monthly high-low, so currently between that 50 and 38.2 level of the consolidation area, so push above 61.8, we will be aiming for that 89 level. Otherwise, if we respect that 50 and then push below the 38.2, and then we will be aiming for that 11 target. If you look on the stochastic has just broken up into that consolidation area, so we might be heading up to break that 61.8, but for now trend is down. If you look on the moving averages, 50 is above 21, above 8.
And then if we take a look at the weekly high-low, we've hit that first target, 127. Stop is to entry. This trade is still open. We're currently trading above that 127, so that is our level of support. Next trigger short will be candle close below the 100. We're chasing 61.8 for the final target. Stop being in between 127 and the 100. We're still strongly on our way to this final target, 161, as that is our outstanding target at the moment. So price is still indicating that I should be chasing the longs. Since we have an uptrend on the hourly, 8 above 21, above the 50. Stochastic and signal line still sitting above this 89 overbought area. So let's see if we do get enough momentum to push us towards this 161.8. Otherwise, we will be in a stop to entry trade with no losses taken and a next trigger for a short below that 100 level.
Jump there to the daily. So currently between that 100 and 127 level, still in that long for candle close above 100, break previous candle high. We still have that 127 and 161 outstanding targets. Otherwise now for shorts, we haven't really gone halfway to that 127 level. So for me, stays like this and we go down, candle close below 38.2, break previous candle lows, trigger short, we will be aiming for that 11 target. If you look on the stochastic and signal line currently above the 61.8, and with the moving averages 8 above 21 above 50, everything here is indicating trend is up.
We take a look at the opening range. We had some false triggers this morning where we got below that 38.2, haven't really reached first target, went back, touched the 50. So that was unfortunately a stop, but we've just been ranging in and out of the 61.8 between that and the 38 for the longest time. Haven't really gotten the trigger for a long yet, but we're going to get a new opening range now in a couple of minutes, so just wait for that. And then on the 5-minute grid, also still from the latest low on Friday till the high, haven't really reached significant level on stochastic. So this grid is massive from 100 to that 89, 124 points. That is huge. So we're just trading inside of that area. Keep in mind, as we always trade with caution between the 189, 11 and 0. These areas tend to consolidate a lot unless we do break down and create a lower low and lower high situation where price is trending down. But on the 5-minute, as Tian mentioned, 8 above 21 above 50. So trend is still up according to moving averages and the stochastic. Let's take a look at the ABC. We've reached that extended target for the blue A. We can see price creating some sort of a double top on the hourly. Let's just wait and see if we do break down past this previous low, so we can confirm that that is the blue A. We'll look for a smaller degree green ABC down to find the second degree red A, and we'll update it from there. Let's take a look at the 1-minute stuff real quick. It's going to pull my bigger time frame just to the side. Here we go. All right, let's have a quick look at where we put our 1-minute grids at the moment. Let's see, we did hit a significant level on stochastic over here. We just need to see if it was good enough for, that is 19. That is still not great. So for myself, it would definitely be from the low. I'm going to give you the chart time now. Chart time, it will be approximately 9:51, and the high will be at 14:03. Take a look at US Tech. You can see stochastic went low over there. So probably still from this high, because we can see the divergence coming from this low as well. So from the latest high to that low on chart time, let me just give you that time. It's 9:50, and the high 13:22. We do have an extension fib set up on the US Tech. I'll highlight that now. You can see from the high, we have from the high to low, we've got that perfect, almost kind of a double touch there under 89 from the 1-minute. So that is currently still holding. So we just wait on that extension for fail. Keep in mind, about 10 minutes until opening. So we're not going to rush into anything. We're going to ease into it. Look at the opportunities at hand. Next trigger long, 33 stochastic up through 50 on the Dow 1-minute. Let's keep an eye on the 5-minute trend real quick. 5-minute trend on the Dow is still up. We have resistance at that 100 of the daily. So watch out. That can be a very, very strong level of resistance. Candle close above that. Break previous candle high is trigger long. US Tech 5-minute trend is also still up. Support is the 100 of the daily. All right, that 33 up to 50 trigger. Sorry, I was just busy fixing my longer term charts on the side so I can have all my levels. Watch out for break at this 100 level. This does qualify for an extension fib on the Dow. High to low. That is more than 8 candles, creating a 50% retracement, almost 77. US Tech also does qualify for 33 up through 50. We can see signal line is below the 44. 1 minute trend is down over there. 1 minute trend is down on the Dow as well. Still at that 100 of the daily high low resistance on the Dow. About 8 minutes until opening. Don't like that separation. Short setup, even though 5 minute trend is up, that 33 stochastic closed above the 50, so technically it is invalid for 2 reasons. Closed above and 5 minute trend is still up.
And the Dow also struggling with that 89 of the 5 minute grid.
Yes, no, 100%.
We have about 7 minutes to go till opening bell.
Currently at 61.8 level is holding. Price haven't managed to close above that level yet. US Tech coming from that very strong 89% retracement on the extension fib. Watch for 33 up through 50 on US Tech. Watch for 50 moving average resistance as well. Coming from a 23.6. This ranges between these levels. We have about just under 5 points. About 6 minutes to go for opening. I think I'd rather just sit it out, wait for opening, see if we get a nice increase in volatility. Ranges gets a little bit bigger. Extension fib levels get a little bit bigger. That is triggered 33 up through 50. If you want to take that, watch for the 89 of the 1 minute grid on US Tech. That can be very strong resistance. We've broken that high on the 1 minute grid on the Dow, just going to keep trailing it. Initially aiming for that 127 if we do break above that 100. 33 down through 50 not valid on the Dow. Signal line is still on that 50 level. Now trading above it. We're just going to wait for a bit of a more follow through type of situation. You can also see we are starting to get divergence on the 33 stochastic. Price has created that high. Price is still moving up. Stochastic is busy breaking down. If I'm right, the daily high low did trigger long on the Dow. Yes. Yeah, that has triggered long. So outstanding targets on the Dow, 127 of the daily high, that is what we're aiming for. But before we get to that level, about just more than halfway, we have the 127 of the weekly. I'm going to keep trailing the 1 minute grid. Two minutes until opening. Couple of seconds to go for opening. 33 down through 50, not valid on US tech. Signal line is still below the 44. Now we have opened. Quick look, just going to try the 1 minute grids at 33 down to 50 as well, but it's very volatile. Let's just wait a bit. See if we reach down to the 61.8 of the 1 minute grid on US tech. Here we go, extension for fail on US tech. We aim for the 127. Let's see if it's going to reach. Need 2 candle closes below this high on the Dow, then we can put our buy stops. 5 minute trends are still up. But US tech looks like it wants to change. Just give this 5 minute candle its time to do its thing and just close, and we'll see if we get that confirmed 821 crossover. Support on US tech 127 of the weekly. See, we're testing that 38.2, broken below that, close as well, broke previous candle low. Let's aim for 23.6, 155 moving average support on the Dow 1 minute. Broken down through 127 of the weekly on US Tech, aiming for 89.
Also
Huge
broke that
pullback
one.
on US Tech 5 minutes.
Also broke that 100 of the daily.
Dow, that is also pushing away. Support currently 50 moving average and 89 of the daily high low. Watch a possible 33 up through 50 on US Tech.
Support on US Tech is opening price level of the day.
Yeah.
Support still on the Dow at 155 moving average, as well as 61.8 of the 1 minute grid.
US Tech just battling with that 127 of the weekly.
Watch out at 33 up through 50. I'm going to take it if it triggers. For the 5 points, you can see got pretty much some heavy downwards movement on the 1 minute, 5 minute as well. But as we are pushing from that 127 of the weekly, I'll take it for the 5 points. So that is about to trigger. That's triggered. 61.8 of the 1 minute grid.
Also along with you.
I'll get TP there.
Nice.
Oh, that gap.
Yeah.
What is going on?
That's a new 5 minute candle.
Yeah.
I don't have a gap. Why don't I have a gap? And then 5 minutes. Down. Yeah.
Manual close on that one. As you can see, we're kind of resisting that 61.8. That was about 5 points. Extended that one to the 61.8. Probably, yeah, they're probably going to reach it. It's just a little bit scared of that one, but it's okay. 5 minute trend on the Dow is still up. 5 minute trend on US Tech is down. We did get that 821. Well, they're still kind of on top of each other at the moment.
US Tech currently struggling with 100 of the daily.
Dow is valid for possible 33 down through 50. Wait for 2 candles to close below the previous high. We can put our buy stops. US Tech and Dow doing the complete opposite again. US tech still pushing down. 11 of the 1 minute grid supports. Breaks the 0. We're just going to trail the lows. Dow also pushing down. Watch a possibility of 33 down through 50. We still have that 100 of the daily as our level of support at the moment. Watch another 33 up through 50 on US tech. Just going to sit out of that one since we are coming. We're coming from this 11, which is quite strong level of support. We've broken that previous high on the Dow, so we can't put our buy stop. US tech 5 minute trend is down.
Yeah, that we have that crossover. Dow is still up.
Yeah, technically what we can do, break at this low. We have about 5 points till the 0 level. We can put our sell stops in if we get 2 candle close above this low. Yeah, can.
Yeah, very close to double top.
Mm.
Let's be very nervous if the Dow double top in the early.
That's right.
There's double top.
9 hour triggered.
Getting ready to put a sell stop on the US tech. US tech, watch out. We're on the 89 of the daily high low as support. Next trigger long on 1 minute for US tech. Watch for the possibility of a 33 up through 50. Resistance on the US tech is the 127 of the weekly. Dow just waiting for one more candle to close below that high. Taking my sell on US tech.
Hasn't taken mine yet, got very close. Yeah, took mine.
Took profit on mine for the 5. Watch for one more candle close on the Dow. It's going to trail the low of the grid on the US tech. Go putting our buy stops on the Dow. Watch a possible 33 down through 50 on the Dow. We'll take it for the 5 points. Waiting for that clear trigger. We've triggered. back to the 89, 50 moving average support. Took TP on that one.
I also got a nice TP there.
Just going to trail the 1 minute grid on US Tech, pushing towards the 155 moving average on Dow 1 minute. Still have my buy stop in place. Just going to watch for 821 crossover, then we'll delete the buy stop. US Tech is just doing its thing there, going back to that 38.2 of the monthly as support, as well as the 77 of the daily. 155 supports on the Dow 1 minute. And keep trading the low of the 1 minute grid on the US Tech. Also on the Dow, next support is 50 moving average on 5 minutes.
I need a 20-point drop in 3 minutes. Down.
Yo. Rainer just mentioned 120-point drop, 3 minutes on the Dow.
It's nasty. Next trigger long on US Tech, 33 up through 50. Support 38.2 of the monthly and 77 of the daily.
Yeah.
We can put a sell stop on US Tech. Dow 5 minute trend is still up. US Tech 5 minute trend is down.
US Tech 5 minutes. We've got support 38.2 monthly high low. We've got support 77 daily high low.
Yeah. That's crucial. Support 50 level of the 1 minute grid on the Dow. Dow heading towards that 89 of the daily again as support. Watch for possible 821 moving average crossover after the close of this 5 minute candle. Watch for possible trigger long on US Tech 33 up through 50 or possibility of a separation short in the direction of 5 minute trend, so it will be valid. But keep in mind, support is 38.2 of monthly and 77 of daily. Very, very strong support levels at the moment. We've hit 0.9 on the stochastic.
Watch Dow and US Tech.
Yeah, for 33 up through 50, both are valid. Signal line below 44.
Yeah, we should just watch out for that 89 of the 5 minute grid on the Dow. It's a form of resistance, and the 100 of the daily high low. US Tech. Watch out for the 89 of the daily high low.
Yeah, Dow has the 100 of the daily there still as resistance. Watch for that 33 up through 50. You've got 50 moving average resistance as well. I'm long, taking that. Oh, they've got a laggy price over there. Closed that one. That was way above target. But anyway, move to that 77 already above that. Yeah, these candles have a lot of momentum. I was not expecting that candle to shoot 37 points. 33 up through 50 on US Tech. Keep an eye on that. Candle close above the 11. Break previous candle high. We see the 22. Above 22, we want to be long till the 50. At the moment on US Tech, we are about 50 to 51 points away from that 50 moving average.
Yeah, as Rena mentioned, just watch opening price.
Shane, what you said in the trend link of every
Rico, Shane Rico.
Watch that 33 up through 50. On separation trigger short in direction of 5 minute trend. Gonna set out of that one for now. If you want to take that 11, push down through the 50. You can see resistance is the 89 of the daily at the moment. That is triggered. Watch that 23.6 of the 1 minute grid as support. Waiting for that 33 up through 50 on US Tech. Extension fib on the Dow.
I'm gonna start working on opening range levels now.
Thanks, man. US tech from the low to the current high, that is extension fib. We've got that 50% retracement. That is more than 8 candles. Yeah, more than 8, getting that 50% retracement. Still have my sell stop there. Dow 5-minute trend is still up, so might as well just put my buy stop at the top. Yeah, these candles on the Dow are still extremely big. The small green candle, almost 30 points. Madness. Trigger separation shorts again, setting up 11 down through the 50. Got that 50% retracement on the extension fib. I'd rather wait for 33 up through 50 on US tech, since I can see we had this huge push down. That is triggered. These levels between this extension fib is quite big, it's about 8.6 points. It's fairly decent. You would have TP there if you took that short, yeah. Support the 11 of the 1-minute grid on the US tech. Watch, that's almost 77% retracement of this extension. There we go, for each going to the 11. My sell stop is still active on US tech. Perfect, 89% retracement. About 5 minutes to go for the 5 o'clock candle. Sell stop still active. US tech, let's see if we can break down through that 89% retracement, break down through the 0. We initially want to be aiming for that minus 127. On the Dow, we're getting close to extension fib, 77% retracements on the 1 minute. US tech still sitting in between that 89 and 77 of daily high low.
Okay, cool.
Is there anything you're seeing, Tian?
No, not really. Looks like US tech on the hourly time frame, the weekly high low. We are currently struggling with that 22 zone moving average as a form of support.
But 33 down to 50 on the Dow is that signal line is still just on that 50 at the moment, so really not going to take that short. I just want that 5-minute trend on the Dow to change. We can actually put some sell stops, but we can see it's kind of on top of each other. That 100 of the daily on the Dow is very strong at the moment.
Then also that 77 of the US tech daily high low. It's been a quite great level of support that.
Watch for the 33 up through 50 still on US tech. That is still valid. Coming from an 89% retracement on this extension fib, I will take that 33 up. Watch for that. Watch the 38.2 resistance on the 1-minute grid for US tech.
US tech also struggling with the 89 of the 5-minute grid as a form of resistance.
Oh, the Dow is just quiet at the moment. Still huge candles.
I'm looking now on the Dow. So the opening range 61.8 is actually just above the 61.8 of the 9-hour. So if we can get a nice trigger on the opening range, candle close above the previous candle high, that would be a trigger on the opening range, and then we would have
Separation, sorry, down separation short, that triggered again. Was a little bit quick. But
yeah.
sell stop still active on the US tech. Yo, I didn't even take it.
Didn't take mine either.
Mine neither.
Oh,
But
then
there
There we go.
Oh.
I think that
That's
closed in a
something wrong.
negative. Yeah, that actually closed in a negative.
Just moving so quickly.
Gee, sorry for interrupting you there, Tian. We just saw that complete annihilation of a candle.
Yeah, no, this wasn't nice. That pushed that buy stop about 10 points out of its way.
Yeah.
Or sell stop, sorry.
Happened to me. What opening range for a short?
Yeah, US tech and yeah, just basically US tech Dow shot up quite hard.
I can use something, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel violated after that.
What US tech opening range for possible short? And Dow as well.
As respected opening price level of the day.
That candle was the 5 o'clock candle, eh?
Mm.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, what was that? That one candle is almost 80 points.
I see a yellow line. We are currently at that 77 on the Dow, that 77 of the yearly high low. Just above that.
Dow 50 of the monthly is level of support. Next on US Tech will be the 61.8 of the daily. We are now approximately, let's say, about 70 points away from that.
Yeah, down US Tech currently are still below that 38.2 of the opening ranges. That could possibly be a trigger short. Dow now currently at the 50 of the monthly high low. Just breaking that.
1 minute grid. Sorry, Tian. That 50, yeah. That's the 50 of monthly, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then just above the 50 of the monthly is the 77 of the yearly.
Sure. And up and coming 77 of the daily.
Yeah.
Strong levels, guys. Watch out.
We just watch the risk to reward in those opening ranges.
All right. Let's take our extension first and move them to the side for a bit. Like so. Is Dow 5 minute down yet? Let me quickly see. 821 still on top of each other. We're just going to wait for this 5 minute candle to close to see if they crossed over.
Down US Tech opening ranges is triggered.
That risk reward is out on the Dow.
Yeah, the Dow one, US Tech is still fine.
Watch the 11 of the 1 minute grid on the Dow for support. Otherwise, break 0. We're going to trail the low like we need to on US Tech.
The Dow hit first target opening range then.
Almost. We've got about, yeah, like 3 points away from that first target. US Tech again below that minus 161 of the monthly. Remember, sometime in last month, we struggled to get above that level. And now we're currently below that level again.
Yeah, just waiting for possibility of a 33 up through 50 on both markets. Keep in mind, let me just have a quick look. 5 minute trend on the Dow is down. That 5 minute is down. 2 more candles closed above the previous low. You can put our sell stops. Same for US Tech.
Dow back at the 38.2 of opening range.
Can put our sell stops in place. Watch for 33 up through 50 on both markets. For trigger long, I'll take them. For the 5 points, since 5 minutes and 1 minute trend is still down.
Just watch out on the Dow for the 38.2 of opening range.
Yes.
US tick, to get that trigger, I don't really see any levels of resistance because we need to break 38.2 of opening range to get that trigger. Dow finding that 89 of daily high low as level of resistance. US tick is at 77 and just below that at minus 161 of the monthly high low.
Sell stops are in place. TP is on that 0 of the 1 minute grid for the Dow. Waiting for that 33 up through 50 on the Dow. I'll wait for the 5 points. Or trigger separation short, both of them. Waiting for clear follow through. You're poking at that 50 of the 1 minute grid on the Dow.
I'm in that long, preempted a bit, I think.
Waiting for that follow through. There we go, and I'm long.
To
Aiming for that.
TP.
Nice one, man. Keep in mind, stop on this stochastic break back down through 38.2. That is quite, that is still a weight. I'll at least try price pushing below 38.2 of the 1 minute grid, exiting the consolidation area. I'll take the stop. Because I know getting back inside of this consolidation, we tend to go to the other side. It's going to be a big stop, but it's okay.
Yeah, 50 moving average is holding us in 5 minutes. Broke that.
Watch at 155 moving average resistance on the 1 minute. Break previous candle low, I'll get out. Keep in mind, I am aware of the risk I put on this trade. Break of this bullish candle low. I'll get out. Stochastic is suckling. There we go. I'm out. Need an ice back for that one. That's all good. An extension fib.
Dow and US Tech, we closed back inside the opening ranges and broke previous candle high. So there's a good chance we are seeing the other side. let's just see, because we're currently finding that 38.2 levels support.
It's nice gap blue to orange, and there's only moving averages on the nasdaq. That's but messy.
The Dow, I see now, is back below that 89 level with that 77 of the yearly and 50 of the monthly.
Watch that possibility of 33 up through 50 again on the Dow. Signal line is below the 44.
Just watch out for that. Oh, never mind, we're above that level now. That 38.2 of opening range. Or that long, I don't really see any levels of resistance on the bigger time frames.
It's playing around the opening, eh?
Yeah. Dow is just below that 38.2 of opening range now, and US Tech currently inside the consolidation area of opening range.
Possible that 33 is really not that much momentum at the moment, coming from that 50% retracement on the extension fib. 33 up through 50, it's still getting inside of that consolidation of the stochastic, hitting that 50 for resistance on the 1 minute. above the 61.8 of the 1 minute grid on the Dow. $50 level of resistance on the US Tech 1 minute grid.
Dow at that 100 of the daily right now.
So as we approach, we got that candle closed above the 50 moving average on the US Tech. So next moving average we want to be approaching is that 89. We're above the 89 moving average on the Dow, also above 61.8 of the 1 minute grid. Expecting to move closer to that 77 or possibly still hit the 127 of extension pip fail.
Dow currently finding, never mind, broke that level now.
Just turning sound off for a second, guys.
Cool, let's go. Okay. So for the next upcoming triggers, is stochastic down through 50. That is with the 5 minute trends on both markets. Okay, looking for that stochastic down through 50 on Dow and US Tech. Bigger time frames, nothing really standing in the way of the Dow. Just watch out for that 50 grid level. Probably need to break that to trigger.
Average.
Yeah, just want to say. In the Dow, that 50 moving average as a level of support. And that's the same with the 1 minute grid, the 50 of the 1 minute grid. Checking Dow, getting very close at that 56 level now, Mr. Stochastic. Struggling. If that short triggers, we'll take it.
89 and 50 on the same place on 5 minutes.
Mm.
Averages.
US Tech finding that 89 of the 5-minute grid is level of support now currently, and then the 89 of the daily high low is the level of resistance. On the Dow, currently finding the 100 of the daily, it's a level of resistance, and the 50 moving average level of support. Still watching that stochastics down through 50 signal lines on the correct places. Okay, getting ready, take that short. Yeah. Just keep a very tight eye on this because we're very close to that half past candle as Rainier just mentioned. And I'm short. Oh, got a very bad price there. Oh, there I got my TP. Only went for the 5 points. Five-minute trend in both markets is down. 1 minute trend on US Tech is up. 1 minute trend on Dow is slightly up. Yeah. That 8 and 21 very close to each other.
Quite long full body candles in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, that the previous 5-minute candle is about 102 points.
Those are the average 5 minutes in this year.
Yeah, on both markets, they're moving averages on the 5 minutes off. Hectic. Should just watch out. So on the Dow opening range, we did respect that 50. So candle close below 38.2 break previous candle low is a valid trigger for short again. Just watch out for that double bottom levels.
Yeah, I want to break the highs.
Yeah.
5 minute 89 moving 89 level 5 minute grid now on both US Tech and Dow. Just kind of sitting around it. Just
Hitting it. Yeah, like peaking above and pulling back below it. Peaking above, pulling back.
It's going to lead the sell stop since 1 minute trend is up on both of them. I'm just waiting for a message from Chris saying I should delete those sell stops. So
yeah, Chris helped us out a few times
yeah,
there.
it did. A few times. Watch for trigger shorts on Dow, on US Tech 33 down through 50.
Yeah, that is with the 5 minute trend.
Usually I've seen this multiple times. We break above this 50, we tap the 89 and we return back to that 50. Also on the Dow, 33 down through 50 is valid. Support on US Tech 50 moving average. or possibility of a trigger separation long. Keep in mind it will not be valid. 5-minute trend is still down on both these markets. Watch for the Dow, 33 down through 50. I'm short.
Just waiting for follow through. At that 38.2 of the opening range now. Also just watch out for the 89 of the daily high low on the Dow. So level of support. Because underneath the 89 is the 77 of the yearly, and underneath that's the monthly. A lot of strong levels there.
Stop on this break above that 77. These candles move so quickly, they don't even have time to put in a 5-point CP.
Mm.
Just take the same trigger.
Yeah, watch US tech.
Yeah, 33 down through 50 as well.
Short.
Shorts. Extending it to the 23.6 of the 1-minute grid. Since 5-minute trend is down.
Get the low of the opening range.
Yeah, we should watch out for the 38.2 of opening range and 77 of daily.
ETP on US tech.
Well done.
Me too.
Now just the Dow sitting in between that 50 and 38.2 of the 1-minute grid. $50 moving average resistance. Above the 77 of the extension, I'll just get a manual stop on it. Also have 155 and 89 moving average as resistance on the Dow 1 minute. I'm out. Nah. Yes, these candles are massive.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the opportunity we should really take advantage of extending the TPs, because the stops can really hurt with these big of a candle.
Yeah, they can really.
After 33 down through 50 again on US tech. Got that 89 moving average resistance coming up, as well as 50 off the 1 minute grid.
Let's watch down US tick.
Another 33 down through 50. I will not take that one. As I can see, we're still above that 50. We're ranging in between that 77 and 61.8 of the extension fib at the moment. I'm just going to wait. The Dow 5 minutes looking oddly weird. Candle formations, I mean, next to each other, but we're currently pushing above that 100 of the daily high low. That is level of resistance. 5 minute in the Dow looks like we want to change. We want to get that possible 821 crossover. We need to close above that 100 in order to get that. And these lows of the opening ranges can be so strong. Yo. Gonna get pushed down again on US tick. Watch for 33 down. This triggered. Dow as well, setting up for that 33 down through 50.
On US tick, I can only see the 38.2 of opening range in the way. So that's quite a bit from that.
38.2 monthly high low, 77 daily high.
33 down through 50 on the Dow. So I'll take it for the 5 points. 50 moving average support. Just need that stochastic follow through. Go on short. Manually closed that again, went more than 5 points. Didn't have time for the TP, but grabbed a nice 14 points out of it.
US tick was a TP.
Nice. Yeah, that 33 triggered again down through 50. Watch at 23.6 level of support, 1 minute grid on US Tech.
Both markets getting very close to that 38.2 opening range.
Yes.
Price them down.
Just remember on the Dow candle, 5 minute candle close below the 38.2 back previous candle low is a trigger short on opening range. We did respect that 50.
About 16 minutes to go for that 6 o'clock candle.
Seems every day this time, 22:42, we start staying a little bit active.
Yeah.
We look at the wicks and tails.
Also possibility of 33 up to 50 on US tech again. Signal line is below 44. Resistance currently is at 77 of the daily and 38.2 of the monthly.
Strong supported opening price in that way.
Dow currently finding that 77 of the 500 grid as support. And then, yeah, there's a lot of levels, that 50 of the monthly, 77 of the weekly.
Next level of support, 23.6 of the Dow 1 minute grid. Watch at a possible 33 up through 50. Keep in mind, US Tech, 77 daily high low resistance, 38.2 monthly high low resistance. Which at 33 up through 50 on US Tech. High to low open extension flip coming from a perfect 77% retracement. For the trigger, waiting for the follow through.
No real resistance on the bigger time frames at this moment for that trade.
I'm long.
You see the 89 moving average.
So long.
Aiming for 38.2 off the 1 minute grid. Yeah. Maybe TP on that one. Should see that 89. Here we go. Watch DOW as well. 38, 33 up through 50. $33 up through 50 on DOW. Watch at 50 level of the 1 minute grid as resistance. We're above the 50 moving average. I'm long. Yo, got a terrible price right there.
89 average 155.
I'm also